Anyway, starting out, Hueco Mundo arc. Yeah.
Right, so Hueco Mundo arc. Hueco Mundo is this topsy-turvy ass
Well,
Wonderland. Yes, I said topsy-turvy, damn it.
it's where the Hollows reside. Basically, this asshole comes through and he beats the shit out of Ichigo and Little Buddy. Hitsugaya. And, you know, his name is Grimjaw. All the chicks love him because he's I don't know, he's got blue hair, whatever. He's a douche. And basically he's like, you know, whatever, we're just going to come, we're going to fuck up your world, and, you know, and all that. So they come and kidnap Ichigo's bitch. They kidnap Orihime, who everybody likes because she's very nice. And Ichigo's like, I'm going to go get her back. Yeah.
The reason that they kidnap her
Because her powers are insane.
Orihime is the most OP character in the show that they do nothing with.
Yes.
And actually, it's annoying in a way, but it's also refreshing in a way because they didn't just like turn her into like the Phoenix Force MacGuffin of the Bryan Singer X-Men movies.
Very true.
Yes. Hashtag Singer sucks.
Hashtag
Anyway.
please stop making movies.
Right. But yeah, I'm sorry, that guy's terrible. The X franchise is garbage.
Bleach the movie by Bryan Singer.
That's all this world.
It's gonna happen.
Right. But yeah, they. Damn it! I started thinking about the X-Men movies and lost my train of thought.
That's pretty hilarious.
I was overcome with rage. I'm sorry.
Movies suck.
They do. They're really bad. But anyway, yeah. It's just the Wakamono arc. They go out there to. Oh yeah, Orihime is OP.
Yeah.
The reason Orihime is so OP is because her power is basically she can create. She basically can create spatial. She basically has like spatial magic.
Yes.
And whatever's contained within her whatever's contained within the field, like
she can fuck with time.
She can either heal within the field, or she can reverse or advance. She can either reverse or accelerate the flow of time within the field.
Yeah, she can essentially decay something. Like if she were to put a field around somebody's hand, she could decay their hand off, like somebody else that's in the show.
Or if you got a giant hole blown through you, she can just put you in the field and reverse time in the field until your chest comes back.
This will come into play many, many times in the show.
Remember this equation. You will need it later.
Right? Fucking stink me into that shit for a second. Remember this equation. It will come into play later.
Right. But yeah, she's super cheap, and the reason Aizen kidnaps her is because he's like, okay, well, it would normally take X amount of years for this device that I stole to, be viable. But with your abilities, I can use it in a fraction of that time.
Yeah, I can use it like tomorrow or like next week or something.
Or, whenever the writers get caught up on the...
Yeah, whenever the writers have Ichigo catch up to me, so then I can leave and make him fight my fucking minions.
Right. But, yeah, so that's why they have to go get her. They go out there to get her. So Ichigo and a similar band of his idiot friends go out there.
His idiot friends and then a couple of captains show up, specifically Byakuya, Rukia's brother. Renji shows up, right? Renji's there. Kenpachi. Mayuri, who is this weird fucker that took over for Urahara in the science division. He is the strangest character in the show, possibly. He's very dangerous, let's say. I'm gonna go with dangerous.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's just a very wild card-esque type of thing, and he wears like white face paint. I think he thinks he might be Sting from WCW, maybe. And he dresses like a sunflower sometimes. It's weird. Great description.
That
is kind of what he is.
He does look like a walking sunflower.
Yeah, he's a very odd character. You have to kind of see him to believe him, but he's a bastard. But anyway, so yeah, they show up and they're like, hey, we're gonna fuck up your shit. So Aizen's made his little band of merry assholes. He's got these guys. They're basically hollows. Okay, hollows are monsters. They look like fucking spirit monsters, right? Well, Aizen used the Hogyoku to break that barrier and make them look human, essentially, with like, they got like a jawbone of like a mask or something like that. So they look human, and they become way, way stronger. They're called Arankars. He's got 10 of these sons of bitches. He's got 10 Arankars. Now, like we said earlier, 10 of these guys are supposed to be able to take down all of Soul Society. Well, there's a little bit different because there's certain ones that are the top rated ones. Like, the ones that are on top are called Vastalords. Basically what he meant was if they had 10 of those, they would kill everybody. We'll see what happens with that. But he's got his 10 Iron Cars or whatever, and they're shown to be really strong. They have these resurrection things that are kind of like the Bankais, weird powers and shit like that. And, the captains all fight them, and they have a tough time, right? They have a pretty tough time, but, they end up overcoming. Now, what they're doing is, they're building up this amazing tension that there's no fucking way that they're going to win against these guys. All the captains are going to struggle, and they're going to have a really hard time and all that stuff. And, they build it up even more, because Kenpachi, who's supposed to be, one of the strongest captains, he fights the 5th Arrancar, the 5th Espada, and he gets his ass kicked for a while, and all that shit. And then he finally wins, and the guy who you don't know how strong he is, he comes, and he literally is so fast that Kenpachi can't even keep up with him. At all. Can't even fucking follow him with his eyes. So they're building it up. And we're going to talk about what happens.
What happens is they take a giant dump on what they built up. That's what happens.
We're going to get to it in a second. It's going to happen. We're going to get to it in a fucking second. But, so anyway... So, go ahead. Ichigo and his friends arrive. We'll take it from Ichigo beats Grimjaw, Kenpachi beats Noriatora, Stark comes and re-kidnaps Orihime, and go ahead, Lucy. I'll take it from here. We'll get to the rest soon enough.
All right. Ukiura, who I affectionately call the Box.
Yes.
He takes Orihime. Ichigo gets into a big, pissing contest with him. Gets his ass handed to him, and then of course, instead of dying and just having that just be a really big moment in the show, hey, bet you never thought you would see this in a show where the main character just gets off before the show is over with. I would have appreciated it.
Main character powers. Let's call this Super Saiyan.
Right. Yeah, that's basically all that happened. That's when the show started taking a turn. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Either don't have the character, don't have him quote unquote die. Just have him get the shit kicked out of him and have to retreat maybe, or have somebody save his ass, or I don't know, or just kill him and let him stay dead. No, he dies and then comes right back to life, far 10 times more powerful than he was before.
Many times. I don't even know if it's 10. It's probably 30.
Well, whatever. Yeah, he dies and then instantly comes back, far superior to what he was.
Yes.
Okay. Blah blah freaking blah.
But there is one huge thing about that. They built up the fact that Ukiura, he has a second resurrection. So you got this whole nother thing that is built up about the Espada. Because you're like, well, if he's got it, he's only number 4. And he said there's 3 stronger than him. So these other 3, they must have it too, right?
Right. Nope.
No.
The guy who's the number 4 has a second stage that the rest of them don't have.
And
so really,
maybe the strongest, possibly.
Yeah, so is he really the number 4? I don't know, because at this point they've already written themselves into a Mariana Trench deep corner.
Yes, this is where everything gets fucked up. So, all the fucking, everything we were talking about, all the build-up, all this amazing fucking tension that they're building up about the Espada being so strong. We get the captains versus the Espada. We get this fucking one Espada. He's an old man, and he has the power of aging shit. So he can breathe death breath on you and fucking make your limbs decay.
He basically breathes entropy.
Yes.
Which is a pretty ridiculous concept in and of itself, but that's what it was.
He breathes fucking entropy, and he's kicking ass, and they have to do all this amazing shit to fucking take him down. It's a really hard fight and all this stuff, but they get him. And it's by 2 of the stronger captains, one of the fucking Vizards and Soy Phone. So you're like, okay, that's cool, right? And Toshiro, he's taking on Hannibal, so it's like, okay, that makes sense. She's the 3rd or whatever. OKR is probably stronger than her. But then we get to Stark. Stark is the number 1, and he is built up so fucking amazingly. I mean, he's the guy that kidnapped Orihime and outran Kenpachi to the point where he couldn't even follow him. So this guy is built up to be fucking amazing. They further build it up by the fact that his power is... Every Espada has a certain, like, death thing about them that, like, relates to them or their powers, essentially. And his is loneliness. He's the number one Espada, and his is loneliness. And he's lonely because essentially his spirit power is fucking volatile. Like, he can't be around anybody because he's so strong, it kills them. Oh, holy shit, right?
Right.
He gets beaten by one of the stronger captains without using a fucking Bankai. He gets beaten by Shunsui. No Bankai required. So that means he didn't even have to use his final form to beat the number one Espada, who was built up to be able to beat everybody, pretty much. Now you're seeing the corner. This is the corner that they've written themselves into. They made
basically, yeah. The captains, the captains were the Vizar was supposed to be so amazing that if they have 10 of them, that 10 of them would be enough to lay waste to Soul Society, even though Soul Society is comprised of 13 captains, 13 vice captains, and then
the Zero Squad and
a whole different squad and dozens of nameless minions.
Yes.
And that's supposed to be enough to lay waste to them.
Yeah.
Basically, the captains go through the Vizards like
a knife through butter.
I didn't want to use knives through butter. I was gonna say,
But butter's delicious.
like shit through a goose.
Yeah,
right?
shit through a goose. There you go.
But yeah, that's how that went.
Yes.
And it was pretty craptacular.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so they built this up for like a year and a half, 2 years about how amazing these Vizars are, and then they turn out to be complete ass.
Yeah, well, Arankars. The Vizard's a Shinji.
Oh yeah, the Arankar. The Arankar is supposed to be so amazing, and they turn out to just be
garbage.
average.
Yeah, they turn out to not be able to, like, don't get me wrong, Shunsui is considered to be one of the strongest captains. He takes over for Yamamoto eventually.
Oh, come on, man. Spoiler.
It's not an exact spoiler. Maybe he took over because Yamamoto was so old, or maybe he got promoted to the Zero Squad.
You are expounding upon the spoiler by playing it.
Alright, you know what? Damn it. Sorry, fine. Whatever. Shunsui is supposed to be one of the strongest captains. But he beats him without basically any effort.
Hold on, my reception's gonna get kind of shitty for a second. I have to step outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to step outside to let the dog in.
Oh, yes, very, very much.
And of course, he was accompanied by a mosquito.
Of course. Oh, fucking hate him, dude. I got torn up by mosquitoes earlier. But,
every time I go out to let him out or walk him around, like, I just get bit to shit.
blood-sucking little bastards. Fucking.
Yeah, I know you want the. Yeah, I'm gonna say, look, I know I got this good O negative and everything, but and it's nutrient rich because I take care of myself. But no.
It's like, I eat a lot of kale, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Like, nah,
Kale and baby spinach, son.
You know how to eat mosquitoes. That's what I eat.
Oh, God. You're going to go out Attack on Titan on the mosquitoes, man.
Something like it, man. I don't eat them for the taste.
I eat them to establish dominance.
Right. I eat them for the way that I eat them because I like the way they feel on my teeth.
Oh, good times. Good times.